Hi everyone, welcome back to Gracie's Garden. I'm in Florida Zone 9B. So I am in the Volusia County, Daytona Beach area. And we are right after Hurricane Milton. Made it through okay. Just a couple of trees down and some plants toppled over. A lot of leaf debris, but everything is going good. As you can see, missing some stuff up in the tree there. And you can see right here, there's the branch. That is the branch. It was dead prior to the storm. I just hadn't gotten it cut down yet. So it's down now. It did fall on the ginger plant that was there, the bottle brush ginger, or the shampoo ginger, that's what it was. It did snap it, but they come back every year, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut them back, and they should be okay. And then we have a few other tree branches that are just hanging low. The one good thing was all that rain, the cups of gold, or the chalice plant, has different names for this one, has bloomed. Isn't that pretty? This one's on its way out, but it looks good. So filled with blooms. And then it did knock the bougainvillea away from the house for the most part, so I will have a lot of trimming to do on this. And as you can see up there, one of the upper tree limbs snapped. So I am going to have to get somebody out to cut that back. It just looks like it twisted. So that was it basically for the front yard. A couple of plant pots tipped over, filled with water. That was about it for the front yard. In the backyard, we do have a major change. So let me go show you that. And so this is what has happened in the backyard. So it was a trunk of 3 trees, a trunk of 3 here, and it split. Let me go around the other side and show you. So as you can see, the tree split here. And it missed the blue globe, so that's good. It did take out another tree that was right in here that I was going to take out anyway, so that was good. And it missed some of the plants that were in the garden here. I did have to cut off some branches that were on plants over there, but it didn't seem to damage the plants. And I did start cutting over some branches that were on the rose plants that I had just planted over here. So I had just planted rose plants in here, and so I cut the branches off of those with the loppers, you know, give it time to bounce back over there. So I have a little debris pile going on there. But yeah, that happened. I have to say, this is a tree I did plan on keeping in the yard, so it's a little upsetting. And then of course the tree that I wanted to come down, which was this one here, is standing perfectly fine. Even though it's got all that dead stuff up at the top, it is still there. So the roof looks good, and I heard some branches during the storm coming down on top of the patio, but there doesn't seem to be anything up there now, and there's no holes in the patio roof, so that's good. But this is where we're at now with this tree. So unfortunately this tree is going to have to come out. It is leaning a little bit, but maybe it was leaning before, or that's just the growth pattern of it, I'm not sure. And then of course this is the tree I wanted also to come out, and it is still standing. I did lose some branches, but it is still standing. So that is where we're at. I'm not going to worry about it for right now. There's a lot worse damage in my city. I'm not even going to call a tree guy right now. I'll wait maybe a few weeks to get it taken out. They're just overwhelmed. The rest of the city I live in has a lot of flooding and a lot of damage. So one tree, not a huge priority on their list. So I'm just going to wait for things to kind of die down. I'm going to cut it with myself with a pole saw, and then I'll just have them come in and everything else, cut the base off of it. And I know this sounds crazy, but my thought process is, and I know it's all the way down in there, but if they could just kind of take the second one out and then leave this one? Probably not, but that's a thought. And oh, it looks like there's ants going crazy. Oh, maybe it was riddled with ants. I don't know. But that is where we're at. It's just amazing how these things look, or how they split and how they look, you know. Like the bark just peels off like in these strips. But yeah, again, that is where we're at. And then the big tree in the backyard, it seems to have made it through just fine. There's a couple of minor branches that came down, but nothing really major. It is very windy, as you can hear. But everything else is doing fine. The roof remained intact. No flooding in my general area, though at the top of my neighborhood there is flooding from a retention pond. But all the water from my street will drain into that retention pond, just the way we're angled on a small hill. So those houses over there are pretty much flooded. I'm not going to go over there to show you. It's just a lot of, you have to walk past the cones, and I'd have to park in somebody's yard to do that, and it's all blocked off. Hopefully that retention pond will go down soon. And the ground was really saturated yesterday, but today it seems to be better, though you can tell everything's still very wet. But it's a very cool day. It's in the 70s today, which seems wild for a hurricane 2 days ago, and then everything's nice and breezy today and in the 70s. All right, everyone, that is the update from Hurricane Milton. I hope everybody is safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.